I don't really know like much about music in general. I hired 4 different composers. One of them was a composer that specializes in orchestra arrangements. I didn't think he was gonna actually hire a real orchestra. I was like, that's a lot of money. And then he was like, no, it's okay. I actually have a second booking. Like, we can use that booking to also do the songs. I did not realize what orchestra he hired okay. Commissioned him because I saw that he does like orchestra arrangements, and I didn't realize there were actual real orchestra arrangements until he like told me in a DM. Oh, but it'll be cheaper because we're gonna split a cost with another client. And I was like, oh, it'll be cheaper. Okay, then I'll take it. I'll do it. You know, fuck it. I'll do it. I don't know. When I saw the invoice, by the way, I need to pay the invoice. By the way, I need to pay the invoice. But he also did like 3 tracks. But like when I saw the invoice, I was like, this is cheaper. I saw it, I was like, this is cheaper? Oh my god, I didn't even pay the full fucking price for the orchestra. Apparently I got the cheaper version because I was mooching off somebody else's like booking. So we technically split the cost for the orchestra. So I was like, holy, that was cheaper? I was equally as shocked because I didn't realize. Also, I didn't realize this orchestra played for like famous movies and video games. I thought he was just gonna hire some fucking random orchestra, not some fucking Oscar-winning fucking orchestra. I didn't know, but it was worth it. It was so cool. Oh my god, it's the Budapest Orchestra. Yeah! Oh shit, I'm sorry if it's loud. I think it's this. Yeah, this is not just the only backgrounds that they sent me. Out of all of them, the original background color with the old Skinsuit looked the best overall. And also like we tried to play around with 3 and 4. It was just not, it did not look as appealing as I would have liked. That's why I went with 7. You guys see a familiar face right here? Okay, anyway, so the tomato actually came from that splash art. Guys, I love this. I wish there were so many choices. It was so difficult. Guys, this has to be like one of the most difficult choice. Like I went with 3 for these concept art. The concept art has a lot of varieties going in, and so I wanted to make sure like each splash art is a different theme. So we had already had like a splash art dedicated to the new look, which was like the fire, the fire in the background, and then we had one that was dedicated to the tomato, like the one where like you were holding the tomato. We had a shooting one scene, and then we had like another like relaxing scene. So in the end, we picked 3 because it was like something we didn't have. We didn't have like a alt Doki scene yet, and we didn't have like a concert, like, you know, like maybe like a concert. I needed to make sure there was a lot of variations of the splash art. Of these look amazing, but we already had a lot of concepts with the other 4, and I was like, okay, we didn't have a concert scene yet, so that's why I picked 3. Yes, that is where the tomato comes from, like the tomato right here. All right, so this is another concept we had. Another for the splash art. As you see, we got B2. B2 was the one we ended up with in the end. I thought it would be B2. I picked A2 and B2. I didn't pick A1. Like I said, we already had the concept art with we already had the splash art with like alt girl Doki with the concert. And then we had A3. I didn't choose A3 because we already had one where like there's a shooting scene for A3. So that was like either A2 or B2. And then we went with B2 in the end because like I said, like we wanted like a little teaser for like when the patch goes live, and then the teaser in the background and stuff like that. I told you guys, there were so many concepts that we ended up not doing because like all the artists, they would draw like a bunch of concepts all together, and then we had to pick one because there was just enough time for like 1 or 2 if we're lucky. So here's some other concepts that we have. Oh my gosh, one was so good. So we had all of these. They were all really, like I said, they were all so good. It was so difficult to pick. We went with 5 in the end because we didn't have anything related with the tomato yet, because it makes sense. And then I didn't want to do 6 because I was like, okay, so the anime trailer had already had like something to do with cowboy tomato. So and obviously a lot of them were pretty funny. All right, so I need you guys to know the first name that we came up with was this one. Okay, as you guys can see, there were so many good concepts. This was like one of the first concept arts we received. Really good ideas here. So I think you guys can see that we went with 1 because we wanted an action scene. You see 2 was the inspiration behind. I loved 2 a lot. 2 was actually also one of my favorites. That was given to Nico to do in the end. The original game title was gonna be Flock Champs. That came up by the team. But I was like, no. I just thought it didn't roll off the tongue well, like, you know, Flock Champs. It felt awkward like saying it. So then that's why I stole your ideas, Dragoons. So I really appreciate you guys. I stole Dokibird and Battlebirds from you guys in the memberships, because I was like, hey guys, I need an idea for a game title, because like I'm gonna be making wallpapers themed around I mean, technically I wasn't wrong, there are wallpapers. So I was like, hey guys, I need some game ideas. And then I think like there was one, someone said Dokibird, and then another one was Flock Champs. Not Flock Champs, sorry, Flock Champs was the one we rejected. Another one said Battlebirds, and Battlebirds was like the most upvoted updates going in. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna steal that and then be like, hey guys, I came up with Anyway, so these were the concept art. 4 looked really good. 4 looked like an Apex Legends like opening, because like originally for the devs it was gonna be just like normal Dokibird productions, but then we saw Dokiverse and then we're like, oh, Dokiverse will work so well. It's gonna work so well as like a you know, a game publishing company, a publisher name. So then that's why we borrowed. It was, you guys posted on my channel, so it's my idea. Anyway, here's some more concept art. This artist, I think it was the one with the fire behind, but they sent us extra concept art. I decided not to do this because it overlapped with like Trident's initial idea regarding the shooting guns thing. So that's why we decided not to go with any of these concept art. So we went with the one with the dragoons and the fire in the back. Billboard concept art. This one was fun because the billboard stuff was decided sort of like at the last minute type deal. Not like last minute, but like after, when we were building up the 3D set, we realized we wanted to add billboards. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube. This was like one of the original concepts. We wanted to do something as a parody of gamer subs. So like we had dad subs. Okay. I love the we almost went with 2B, by the way, because I thought 2B and 2C was really good. These were some of the concepts regarding billboards and stuff. First, it wasn't gonna be dad subs, it was gonna be some fucking energy drink. We almost went with 2B and 2C, and then we were like, wait, we should do a parody of gamer subs. It's gonna make more sense. I think this was also billboard. Yes, this was I forgot about what some of them looked like, so looking at it again is pretty funny. So here are some concept arts, by the way. Like I said, we had to figure out a lot. But, oh, I remember this. So we had like loot boxes too, like how the loot box is gonna, like the loot box system was gonna work and stuff. So like, you know, when you're opening the loot box, like these were the concept art. So yeah, we went with the blue because obviously that looks the best. There were some 3D models that we weren't able to use. So this is one. This was NiceWigg's Dragoon. We had some deleted scenes and stuff. So, and we couldn't add everything, but this was, I love the mustache. The mustache was so good. And then we have here's Axa's Dragoonify. Dragoon's your Oshi. No! Oshi! My Oshi's a gooner! Tempo apparently was asking me for the files because he wants to make it into a plushie, like for himself. Like he was like, oh my god, it's so cool. Can I have the files so I can make it in a plushie? I was like, no problem, man. Bro, fucking do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not using it for anything else other than like just for the sake of the reveal. So it's like it was just gonna rot. It was like nothing that was gonna be like done with these models. Gun concepts too, of everything, because we didn't want to like replicate exactly the wingman, but like we had, you know, a parody of the gun and stuff like that. And by the way, all the models in Dadwood Canyon made from scratch. We didn't like, you know, take any of the models that were already pre-made. All of these models were 100% made from scratch, so we own the models. I'm gonna show you. It has to be one of my favorite models because it's so cute. Look at these cactuses. I'm sorry, but look at these cactuses. They're so cute. It's one of my favorite. I know, it's just so cute. I don't know, I just can't help it. I need you guys to see the cactuses. They're so fucking cute. I can't help it. You guys like 3D shots of the map because it's actually crazy like that all of this was made from scratch. The entire actual world being made in scratch by our like look at looks like an actual map. Like we were like thinking of making more parodies off of Apex in general, but the thing is I said I wanted like Overwatch and Apex, so that's why we scrapped this, because I wanted to be more so focused on the fact that I don't want to make it just an Apex parody. I want it to be like Apex and Overwatch, because you know they're both games that are very dear to my heart. And like basically like I started off, like my career sort of started off because of Overwatch, and that's why I wanted to make it more so like a accumulation of two, not like just one game. Anyway, here's like a concept of what the starting screen was gonna look like as well. So you can see like we're figuring out the GUIs and everything. And this was what the original idea of the character selection. Obviously we went in different direction with the character selection, like a lot better. You know, when you load into the game, the character selection looked a lot different from before. So this was what it was originally gonna look like. Remember when like we saw a dead tomato in the animation? So yeah, the tomato has its own 3D model. Here, I love background work, but the tomato reveal trailer, my team worked so hard. There's 45 pages of just files. This is where we were starting the 3D modeling, putting stuff in place and everything. Here are some concepts. Oh yeah, it's like I wish we did go with I for the fact of the I or C. I wish we did go with I or C for the fact of the fucking giant floating Dragoon baby. These were map concepts that we had for how the map was gonna look like. I think we went with D in the end. I think D was the one that looks most familiar to me. This is what Axel originally looked like. And then we simplified it because it would be a bitch to 3D model, and we felt like it's just too much. So in the end, it turned into this. So originally it was like, yeah, super complicated, and we felt like it didn't really represent some of my friends really well. So that's why we like mega simplified. Anyway, here's a concept model of, well, like not concept model, but like it being finished of the egg itself, the loot box itself. Oh, and also here, since we had egg with gun, here are dragoons with guns. The sequel to egg with gun. We have dragoons with gun. Here's some concept art of the sprays itself. So we went through, obviously we made parodies of Apex sprays, and here's like some of them. So the okay, and I had to pick between the Dragoon or Tomato, and I thought the, obviously, I mean, not that, that's not an Apex parody, that's like fucking Saitama parody, One Punch Man parody. And clearly I went with the better choice, not gonna lie.